noise. Got a machete, a chopper, the nigga, the serpent, determined to plot in the fist. It ain't no stopping and run, poppin' son of God, dropping.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally You might get one team undefeated for a while, but two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared when that ball's up for grabs.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
14, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
To throw on 2nd down, Jordan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Ravens nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
McCaffrey on the return.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top two seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jordan trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jordan. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Jordan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you look at...
And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll let it on deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jordan. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw on third down, Jordan. Flush to his right.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jordan.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
Runs over him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
49,
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw on second down. Jordan.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jordan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hayes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground with Carter.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, Jordan. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ashton Davis.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Just keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carter. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another tote for Carter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Jordan. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. To throw again is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Carter to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jordan. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. For Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Off the play fake. Jordan. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man here, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
At the 25-yard line.
Jackson to throw.
This is Reese on the ground.
And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good size play, and they got it.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.